Okay, stream's back up and running, so we got it going. Unfortunately, F&G couldn't get that running. Alright, so I'm going to check on F&G here. We'll redo the introductions once again here in a minute, as soon as I get everything in line here. Sorry for the hold up tonight. We're going to try to do something, but didn't work out as of right now, so just bear with us. I gotta make sure everybody's in this lobby is here. Alright, we got Medic Drago, Outlaw, Epic Racer, Hades, Lucas Raptor, out of car. Is there anybody that's missing? Do you see anybody that's missing, Proud? Do we have everybody here that seems to be here today? I think so.
Everyone that I think should be here is here, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna message F&G to let him know that give me the okay once they're ready to go, as he's our pace car for tonight. Alright, we're ready to go when you guys are. Give me the heads up. Remember, first pace lap, single file. We take our pit stop, make sure there's no pit glitch, meaning all the cars get through nicely. Next lap, go green. Basically, make sure you go over everything with them. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna get these introductions back on track here, and welcome to week number 5 here at the LSEM Cup. I'm SSR Mayhem 724 alongside PPS Proud. This is the Street Classic Muscle Series, so this is a kind of not really, but it's kind of similar when it comes to like slower speeds, as it seems like the first couple races of the season were a bit up paced. These last couple weeks have been kind of on the lower scale when it comes to speed, but Proud, if you don't mind going over again what these drivers are dealing with here tonight and the type of track they're on.
It can be considered a high-speed track because we've got them two long straights, but in between you've got a couple of twisties, tight corners, a couple of hairpin turns. Classic street muscle, everyone knows what they are. Pure grunt, give it the best. C500, BI. I think it's going to make for a good race. Close battling as well.
Oh yeah, and this could be a very interesting race, as most of these drivers are relatively close when it comes to speed, so, or I should say talent-wise, so, it should be interesting. I'm really excited to see how this plans out myself, and once again, if you haven't heard, this is the final of 5 races. What I mean by that is we will be taking a break next week, as the LCM Cup will get its chance to relax a little bit. Drivers get to settle down. It definitely keeps me in check to kind of get a break from all this, as I'm kind of worn down a little bit, but we'll get things rolling here momentarily. As the drivers are getting ready, I'll explain a little more here in a second. Do a mic check for me, Proud, please.
Mic check.
Yeah, it's a little amateurish when it comes to broadcasting and having this everything set up in stone, but I do my best, as F&G was trying to do a couple of things here tonight, but it just didn't seem to work out. So, without further ado, let me give you the starting lineup for tonight's race. And making his debut in the number 101 machine is the one, the only MG Love Hayes. Right behind him, and as Forza didn't properly give me the starting list, actually, there goes the first time. And in second place will be Lucas McMees, making a consistent appearance week in and week out. A guy that's a pretty clean driver, just trying to improve. Has had his moments. He wasn't the aiming in the first week, trying to get his way back there. Here tonight, right behind him is the Raptor 99 machine. He is well teamed up with the Epic Racers. The Epic Racer and Raptor both are here tonight. Right behind him is in 5th, the Outlaw, who just smacked the tire wall on this pace lap. So that obviously didn't pan out sort of plan.
That's a rookie mistake right there.
And then right behind him will be LSEM Drago, as Drago on Team Sloth, LSEM number 3 as SSR Sloth is his teammate, as they let Outlaw get up there. Right behind Drago in 5th or 6th, is the Epic Racer, missing the last week or so, is finally back in action here tonight. It's nice to see him as he's driving late, just like you were up late as well, Proud. He is from the UK, but here in racing form tonight, so nice to see him. Right behind him, I should say this wouldn't be back-to-back weeks, as this is his second appearance in the LSEM Cup. LSEM team leader Outcar making his appearance for the LSEM squad tonight, as he is the only LSEM team member for that specific team in the series that is running. And right behind him is the O2 medic machinist Medic. Got one heck of a car there. If you look Proud, you have to do a nail in the back, no airbags, we die like men.
I like man.
You got the Cougar on the back end of the car.
If I love you, it's because I love you.
Medic really going all out with his paint scheme once again. Actually, this would actually be his first week where his paint scheme was really out there. Normally he runs a consistent State Farm. He does have the State Farm logo on there, but he seemed to mix it up a little bit tonight, Proud.
Yeah, I'm quite looking at like the look of some of the paints on the cars at the moment. Me personally, I don't like all stickers all over the car. On the classic muscles, I like the classic paints, the flowing lines, just a odd number here and there. That's what I like about plastic cars, but seems to be some kind of confusion going on right now. People facing the wrong way on the track here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the pit, I think pit was fine because they haven't gotten back, they haven't been backing out, so I think everybody went fine. So that's a huge thing, Proud, because that's something that we've been fighting with for the last, 3-4 weeks. So it's nice to see we get all those cars in and out without any real problems. I think what they're doing right now is they're waiting for Outlaw, because Outlaw's actually, I don't know what happened to Outlaw. He's actually going to
probably damaged his car when he's gone.
Yep, he's back in pit road. So I'm going to let F&G know something. Give me 1 second here. Or I think F&G is actually watching the broadcast. So F&G, if you are watching this, make sure Outlaw knows he has one mandatory pit stop. I think that's his second because of the situation, but make sure he knows he better have a third pit stop. As Raptor as well is going into pit road. So Raptor as well, make sure Raptor has a third pit stop as well. And F&G slow the car down to about 20 miles per hour. Or actually, okay, good to see. All right, they paused right there. So yes, there's a lot of communication that goes through this Mayhems and Dirt Association. We have about a handful crew. We also got some volunteer help, like Mr. Proud here tonight. We're very thankful to have Proud to be alongside me, so very much appreciated, Proud. And I got F&G running the pace car. Like we've been saying all season long, this is the first year of the LSEM Cup, and there's gonna be some bumps along the way. We've already countered numerous bumps, situations that really can't control. Seems to be the big trend, but we're making it work, and there's a lot of patient people, Proud, and you're starting up a new series, especially when it's a new association to any format of racing when it comes to leagues and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're always gonna have little niggles you need to iron out along the way, but it's what keeps people interested in racing, I suppose.
Well, it's nice to have those types of people, because there's a lot of people out there that don't want to wait. They don't they're impatient. They just want to have set in stone. And we've already gotten a couple of whiffs of that throughout the season. We're not going to mention any names, but it's a learning process. And when you start anything new, it's a big time process. So it's just kind of a patient game. We've had, I think last week was one of the roughest weeks we've had yet, but we're getting there. If Forza can help us a little bit with some updates, but you know, we're working around that, and it's just nice to be able to do this as we get ready to go green here. Proud, who's your dark horse? Actually, I should say, who do you expect to win this race tonight? Why? And is there any sleepers that we should be aware of?
I've done a few practices with him before prior to the race, and I've got my eye on Aldercar. I haven't seen O2 Medic's pace, but he's normally up in A main or B main a lot of the time, so I expect them two to be in the top 4 at least. I'm quite looking forward to watching how Raptor does, because we've had, let's say, issues with him, with his racecraft, but let's see if he's took it on board, and let's hope he has a good race.
All right, well, that's what I'm gonna watch Drago here tonight. He has all the makings of a winning car, and here we go, green flag. MG Hades is out front and started this race as he is the race leader going into turn number 1. He gets right in the line, dipping down low, holding onto the wall as he holds on to the lead right now. Right behind him is Lucas McMees as he goes to make the pass, I believe on Raptor. I believe Raptor had the run, but right now 1 through 4 are very tight. So far so good here, Proud, early within these first couple laps. See if these guys can get around this double right here. And oh, we got Hayes into the wall.
There's a car in the wall.
And Hayes off the track. And that's not what you want to see here early on if you're Hayes.
He's up and going again.
Right now I'm trying to get see if there's any damage on that car. He hit the wall.
Very damaged, yeah, he's seriously damaged.
He's got heavy damage on the car.
Steering, engine.
It looks,
he's not going to get going. Everything is damaged.
It looks
100%
like
damage across the board. You can't get going.
F&G is going to need to make a move here and help him out, because he's going to need a little bit of a push, a little bit of a nudge to get going, as I believe F&G is now finally going to help him out. We'll go back up to the lead right now as Lucas McNeese leading here in the first lap of the race, as Raptor's sitting in the second spot. Not too far behind him is his teammate, the Epic Racer. In 4th place, battling for 4th, is O2 Medic and Outlaws. Outlaws tying to defend that spot coming out of the final turn. Not too far behind O2 Medic is LSEM Car and LSEM Drago. Drago a little bit further back from the pack right now, as now F&G is trying to get Hades on the move here, as they are now coming up to what could possibly be catastrophic, depending on where they're sitting right now. And right now, Lucas McMee's looking good here in the start of the race, as he's now racing in lap number 2. And right now, this is really unfortunate for Hades. I mean, I call him Hades. You guys say Hades. I'm sure it's Hades. But regardless, I'm going to say MG. MG here got to start on the pole. And actually, I'll be honest with you, Proud, I know you haven't seen a lot of him, but he's been very consistent on the track. Making his debut in the LSEM Cup, that's not what you want to see.
No, it's not. It's quite a shame for the first race, first lap, first corner. By the look of his, I don't know if his batteries have died or he's just been a bit exuberant and gone straight on. But it's a shame. Who's this making a move down here? It's Drago making a move on. Medic, has he got him? Oh, he's cutting in tight.
I'm right on that battle rate.
He could get Aldercar on the same turn. Yeah, he is. He's gonna. If he gets to drive out, yep, he's got both of them coming out through that corner. And he's getting
Outlaw moves up there. This is a nice little pack battle.
Aldercar's going to run on him again. I'm wanting to see how Aldercar does in this race. I've raced him once before, but it was just in practice. So Raptor's off there. It'd be good to see how he actually gets on in these conditions.
And going into the inside is the Epic Racers. Now he takes lead from Lucas McMees. MG Love Hades is seriously having a ton of problems, and FG's really trying to help him back onto the track.
Raptor causing a bit of a mix-up there.
Raptor now dropping back to 6th place. I did not see what happened, so right now I'm on the battle of Aldercar and Drago. A little history on Drago. Drago's had a very interesting season so far. Has struggled immensely in these B mains. Has come up short many times by a position or two. Been in, the wrong place at the wrong time. This is, this could be his race. He's been very comfortable with the car all week. He was in last week's A main. He drove himself into there. Actually, he did it. His teammate had to drop out, which put him into it, so that was nice to see. But this is just one of those situations where Drago just hasn't really found his way out of the second, to final race, and I feel like tonight could be his night.
Yeah, that's the thing with running lower class cars. The people that you don't normally see in the GTE cars or all there, they get a chance to actually shine. Maybe Outlaw Race losing out a couple of places here. He hit the wall going into first corner, so I wonder if he got damage from that.
And I'm gonna go check it out real quick for you.
Lower class cars gives the people you don't necessarily think are quick on the track the chance to actually prove that you don't have to be fast to be in a faster car. And you don't need a fast car to be fast.
And I could definitely agree with that. Right now, Outlaw has no damage on the car, so that's good to see from Outlaw. As with all that chaos, I'm really surprised right now. Proud. Lucas McBee is sitting there in the second spot. I really didn't see him staying up front this early in the race. This is really a nice moment for him as he's showing that he can race up here with these big guys early on. There's still a lot of race left, but it's nice to see him up front here in this race early on, and I'm kind of intrigued to see if he can hold on to it.
He went a bit wide coming into that first corner, but I think that last corner there, I think he'll still keep hold of his spot. Aldercar's got it all to do to catch up onto the leader, because Epic Racer seems to be, pulling away a bit from the group. But I messaged you earlier on and said this race has got the chance of maybe, there's going to be an accident. He saved it just in time. Outlaw coming straight back onto the track there was a bit dangerous, but he got away with it.
And it looks like, I don't know what's going on.
There's Medic's coming through.
Medic's very determined driver, Proud. We'll ride along with him.
I like Medic. I've raced him a few times. I like Medic.
And Medic's the type of guy that he's not extremely aggressive. Proud. He's the kind of guy that wants to kind of find his own pace, stick with it, and do nothing really else but that. He's a very consistent driver. You don't really see him in a lot of of his own accidents, so to speak. He kind of ends up in them if it comes to that. But he's a very clean driver, very nice guy, and definitely somebody to watch throughout the rest of this race.
Yeah, like I said, I've raced him a few times. I like the way he drives. Like you say, he's not. Well, I don't think anyone's necessarily dirty. I think it's over exuberance. They want to show what they're doing and what they're capable of, and sometimes that forces you to make a mistake, but it's never malicious in any way. From any drive that I've seen in any LSEM endurance race.
No,
I've enjoyed every race up to now, apart from last week, but we won't get into that.
No, I'd like to stay away from that topic. Last week was a nightmare. It's probably one of the worst weeks. I know. And it's funny, Proud, because we talked about last week being a really bad week. I thought a couple weeks before that was even worse, a lot more rougher than that. But
I think I missed that race. I was away.
Well, let's say the last week was just as similar to a week or so prior to it. A lot of bugs. You sit here and you try to get a race started, and you got all these problems. You're trying to figure it out last minute, and there's nothing you can do about it. But it seems like we found the system that works. As Outcar now for the second, I just now noticed that as Lucas McBee is now trying to defend third. Lucas McBee is still up there, still running a consistent race. He knows what's on the line. You ain't gonna see a lot of craziness out of Lucas. He's a guy that is just like Medic. Might not have the speed as Medic, but right now showing that he could be up there. And I mean, if he can continue running this consistent race, guarding the lines he needs to, now he's dropping back to fourth, but he might get the run here coming off the turn. But no, Medic closes the door on Lucas. But Lucas now, Medic getting a little loose. And Drago is probably loving every bit of this.
sim steering on. He couldn't control that back end from even a little wiggle.
Alright, it looks like, oh, FNG has actually got Hades out of there, so now Hades is going to make his way back to pit road. So that's, you know, he's some laps down, but at least he's going to be able to continue his race. That's, you know, that's good to see. You know, this is a learning experience for him. So any bit of racing, whether it, you know, right now he's 5 laps down, but any bit of racing is going to benefit him moving forward.
You never know what might happen though. There might be a massive pile up through the chicane bits, and he can pull a couple of laps back.
Oh yeah.
Tall order to ask for, but there's Prago going past them.
Oh, you make a great point. That's definitely a great point to be, you know, make. You know, if there's a couple cautions in this race, he has every chance to gain ground. So, like you said, anything can happen. This is still a long race to go. We're not even halfway through yet. But you know, like I was saying, whether or not he can get those laps back or not, any racing is going to benefit him.
I'm just on board with Lucas at the moment, and he's having a bit of trouble with that last corner. He's either coming in too hot, and I just see Hades coming out of the pits now, so he's joining on to the back of this group. Yeah, he's having a bit of trouble with that last corner. He's going in too hot, and he's trying to put the power down too early, so he's either going out really wide, which is, you know, a bit of lack of concentration. He might end up hitting the wall.
You know, though, I got to give him some credit. I know that he's dropped back a few positions, but he's still running a very consistent race without those problems. I think if he can get down that final turn proud, he might have a chance to catch back up, because that's where he's losing all his ground right now. It's not so much that he's losing it anywhere else on the track, because he seems pretty even out with most of these guys through the rest of the track, but it's just that, like you said, that last turn, he's going a little bit hot, possibly going a little too wide. If he can close that up a little bit, he might find some more speed in the car. Make up some time.
Yeah. Well, he's losing at least half a second to 3/4 of a second by doing what he's doing, but he'll figure that out as the race goes on, I suppose.
And right now I drop back to see what the Raptor's doing. I'll go back up, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. He's figured it out. He's got it. Oh no. Oh, kicked out a bit. Put the power down just a touch. Held on to it though, that's all that matters there.
Yeah.
And further back behind him.
Let's talk about Raptor.
Raptor right now, back there in 7th, he's passing up Hades, as Hades, you know, back on the track. Great to see him back on the track. Hopefully they don't race each other too hard, you know, being a lap down. As he's actually going to the inside, it clips Raptor a little bit. He's trying to get some race action in there. That's definitely for sure. I'm sure he's upset with himself, but you know, it's great to see he got him back on the track, and that's the most important thing. But I think right now, Hades needs to lay off just a little bit. Just back off a little, and not on the lead lap,
just ease off.
But Raptor right now, you know, we're going to talk about Raptor a little bit there. Raptor's had a very interesting season, Proud. There was a couple issues with him in a couple of the races, you know, that we've dealt with. But good guy overall. He's just trying. He's trying his best week in and week out. He's very dedicated to the series, which is great for the series. So it's nice to have drivers like him who's 100 full, you know, he's always messaging, you know, always wanting to know what's going on, how the series is going. So definitely a guy that's looking to improve. He's one of those drivers that are in it for the experience. And he has improved quite a bit, I would say, Proud, over the last couple weeks.
I'm only going on what I've heard from other drivers. Apart from the first week, I've not really seen him. And I don't know if that's because he's not quick enough, but the only time I've ever seen him is, you know, he's passing him, and he's never done anything malicious that I'm aware of. I think it's just racecraft, and maybe he's trying to push it, because, you know, if you put someone who's only new to the game, or, you know, only just starting out, and then putting them into A main with the likes of, let's say, LSEM Shadow and, you know, Lawrence and the likes, you know, people who are really quick, he's probably trying a little bit too hard to try and you know, mix it up with the big boys, and it's causing a few issues. But
we have a pass here for the lead. Outcar takes over the first spot as Epic Racer goes a little bit out too wide into the grass, so he just now dropped back to second. But going back to what you said, I'm sorry, going on Raptor here, you're right. I think that he's trying a little bit too hard in those races when he is in them. You know, if I don't know about you, but if I was in his shoes and Epic Racer's not making his first pit stop of the races, as the rest of the crew says, hey, I'm going in too.
There's a crash in the pits. I don't know what that's going to cost them, but there was a crash between Medic and Drago by the look of it, and Drago missed out. Yep, he's missed out. He's now pushing out Medic, so Medic went in after him. So the pits are an issue sometimes in these races, I think. Look, oh yeah, oh dear, big crash. 10-10 need to pull a finger out when it comes to the pits, because it is causing an issue for us racers.
And I would agree with that, as I do have to make this, that Hayes actually smacked the wall on that last lap. He didn't make his pit stop, so he's under a little bit of damage right now in this race. I also have to point out that we have a battle for 6th right now between Drago and Medic is going on. Those two battling out, as Drago having a little bit of issues coming out of pit road, so we'll drop back and check out that battle. As those two are stirring up for some battling action here, as actually Drago's getting a little bit away, so I kind of missed that part because they were going too wide through the S's. But so far, the race has been pretty good. We haven't any real major accidents other than MG Love Hades. I call him Love Hades, you know, whatever it may be to some people. But other than that, you know, it's been a pretty good, consistent race. We've actually had quite a bit of racing action, so it hasn't really been that dull. The field is spread out. Outcar is leading. Lucas McMee's there in second. Raptor, who had to make his pit, sitting in third, now coming out. The field's kind of finding where it's going to be the rest of the race, but I still feel like there's a lot of race still left that hasn't been told yet. They're proud.
It only takes one mistake for it all to change. And I've seen it happen so many times. You know, you think you've got it in the bag, so you push it that little bit more to get that lap time to prove that, you know, you can put in a really good lap time. Whereas me personally, if I was in the position that Aldercar's in, I'd go for consistency over speed. You know, not slow it down necessarily, but I'd find my comfort and just try and stay in there, because it's for them to pass him, not for him to lose it.
And right now we have a battle for third place. His teammates now battling up as Raptor 99 and the Epic Racer battling it out. And I'm a little bit confused because I thought Raptor pitted the last lap. I might have mistaken him for somebody else. But the battle for third is on between two teammates. And if I was Raptor right now, as it looks like Lucas is in pit road right now, I would lay off, because Epic Racer has shown us that he's been a little bit faster. Obviously, well, he's definitely been faster, but you know, he's in position for that team. You know, if we go back a little bit, proud, team points are different than solo points. You know, privateer drivers, they race for themselves. You don't have to worry about nobody else to depend on. But you are on a team, and you know the best driver benefits the team, and you don't want to ruin that race for that driver if you're not the guy in that moment of the race. You realize, okay, my buddy's coming through, let him get by, and I'm going to do my best to keep moving up along the way.
Yeah, generally, if you're in a team, you have an understanding. I mean, my partner, PPS Lucky, we have an understanding. Some cars he's quicker than me, some cars I'm quicker than him. We find out, you know, pretty early on who's quickest. I mean, in our qualifying this week, he was quicker than me, but I've since, you know, smashed my qualifying lap in practice, so, and he can't quite reach there, so you know, if it was racing and we were racing each other, he would back off and just let me go, and that put me under any pressure, because putting your teammate under pressure causes accidents, and if you cause an accident, it's team points that are going in the end.
Oh,
so
yes.
You got to have a bit of understanding. You know, have a chat with your partner before the race and say, look, this is what we're going to do if this happens. You know, figure out a scenario.
You know, a great example of, you know, scenarios happening is last week's race at Maple Valley. You know, the Forza Road or group rally cars that were racing. I would say Team Doritos is a great example of, you know, all that went on. I know there was a lot that happened last week throughout that race as Medic goes to the inside, taking over fourth over Drago. Now Drago's looking back outside it into the top four, I believe, Raptor, though, and I'm not positive, might stop a pit stop. But also, we go back to that race. Early on in the race, Bobbert showed that he was the stronger car out of the two between him and Nicole. Nicole being Bottas, I can't say the name, F1 driver.
Bottas.
Yes, thank you for correcting me, because I don't know the F1 drivers very well. I know the big names, but I don't know the whole field. He's not really a big name to me. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I'm sure he'd disagree with not being a big name, but, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. You know, excuse me for mistaking names and whatnot. But on that behalf, she was actually worse in the beginning of the race. Partway through the race, as Raptor smacks the wall.
Raptor's hit the wall.
Raptor with damage. No, he's okay.
He's getting going. I think that would be the best time for him to pit now. He must have damage. Yep, look at him.
Ooh. I'm going to move out of that road as Raptors having a little bit of troubles there. I'm going to go back up to Medic. But going back to that race, is actually Medic and Drago are battling right now still. This has been an ongoing battle. And I'm going to get to something on Medic here after this. But, you know, back at that race, Bobbers was good early on. He actually got involved in an accident, in a situation that he could not control, that affected him, where she actually was in front of him. So at that point, she's the better car, because she's up in front. Well, later in the race, she made a mistake. They switched, so it's kind of a okay. You want to make sure that you're there, but if you're racing your teammate, you gotta realize who's faster, like you said, and let that person go, because you're trying to get the most points for the team possible. But that doesn't mean you lay off completely because if something happens to your teammate. You're the answer to the problem in most cases.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. You know. I don't think you'd be playing this game if you're ever going to ease off, you know. If my teammate wanted to give me a race, I'd allow him to race me as long as, you know, we're not going to cause an accident. He can sit behind me, and happily, I've done it many times with Lucky. He'll sit behind me or I'll sit behind him, and we know how each other race, and that's the key. You need to know how each of you race. There's no point jumping in with a partner that you've never really raced before.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got the
chemistry.
The thing that you need. Yeah, the chemistry. That's the word I was looking for. But once you've got that chemistry, I mean, I've raced with Lucky now for 18 months or more. He's both been part of PPS for over a year. We race regular, we talk regular. So, you know, he knows how I am and I know how he is. He knows I pit first lap in every GT race I've ever done. So he knows that he'll stay out and hold up the field while I come out. And, you know, like you say, it's chemistry. It's about knowing what the other person's capable of, weaknesses and strengths.
And that's a big strength for teams, because, you know, privateers, it's a struggle. You know, you have to commit to everything, be able to be at every race, and sometimes you can't. Where the teams, you know, it's nice to have that teammate there. You might get a week off if you can't make a race where the other driver can. So a lot of benefits, but they also have their pros and cons, because now on a team you're depending on that person, whereas a privateer you don't have the way to depend on, but vice versa, where, you know, you got to make all the races as a solo driver, where teammates, well, only one of us really need to make there. So they both got their pros and cons, as everything does. But I was talking earlier about Medic here, and I wanted to say, because he's been in this really tight battle with Drago, as Drago's drifted off this past lap to bring up some racing up here. But I was gonna go to and say Raptor and Lucas right now are battling out for 6, so I'm gonna get on that a little bit. But it seems like, Proud, every week we have Medic in some type of battle. And I don't know what it is about. Maybe because he's just a really consistent driver. He's not the fastest, but he's not the slowest. He's just there. But, you know, he's always battling somebody. You know, last week he
just loves it.
Yeah, I mean...
He just loves it. I think that's it. Well, most of us do, don't we? You know, I don't like racing out there on my own or out the back on my own. I like to be in and amongst it, and I think that's the same with him. He just wants to race.
And that's great. He was having, I would go back to the P2 race that we had. He was battling between Soggy and I think Lucky for a while, and he was battling a couple other guys. He was always with somebody. There was never a dull moment for Medic in that race. The same thing at Prague at the beginning of the race, the first race of the season. He was kind of alone, and at points he was with somebody. It's been a big trend for Medic. I mean, he's always with somebody. As the back of the field's caught back up to Hayes now. So I think Hayes got damaged. He just hasn't pitted. Oh! Whew. Those two had to go out wide on him. But going back to what I'm saying, it just seems like Medic is always in a mix of something. It doesn't matter which race he's in. Doesn't matter what main he's in. He's always competitive. He's always got something going on, and it's really fun to watch. It really is. Going back to the last week's race, he couldn't make the A main last week, but in the B main, there was a huge battle between him, FNG, Drago, and Kamikaze, and it was an ongoing battle. There was never a dull moment, and that's one of the things I love about Medic is. You could have a very spread out race, but if you find Medic, you're guaranteed to find a battle 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, through my experience with Forza, you get that in leagues or seasons where a group they're as quick as each other, so they always find each other on the track. So you'll probably find throughout the season they'll have many battles on the track because they are not as fast as each other or as slow as each other. They're just on pace, and they always find like Shadow and Lawrence will always find each other along with Zombie, etc. And then Alvacar and Epic Racer, now they're battling for first and second right now, and they seem to be on pace with each other, and that's it. You'll find like a clique, and that's where it'll be through most of the season, and they'll be the ones you'll be looking to beat. You won't be looking to beat, someone who's half a second quicker down the road. It'll be the guy that's just in front of you or just behind you, staying in front of him.
Well, great, and that's
This is a guy I'm really impressed with, Epic Racer. I've just been watching him for a few minutes. He's very consistent and he's very smooth on his braking and accelerating out of the corners. A couple of times he's twitched the back end, but I think he's in a zone now. He's in a comfort zone, and he's like, I'm not going to put too much pressure on Alvacar. I'll just sit behind him because he's got his place at the moment. He doesn't have to go for that first place. He's in second place. He's into A main tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
As long as he brings that car home.
And he definitely is. He's definitely been someone to watch right now. I believe he started back. If I pull up the grid, I'm going to find out for myself. Actually, just give me 1 minute. We'll see the grid changes here. We'll see where he was. He's actually, from the beginning of the race, he started back in 7th. He's all the way up to 2nd. He's gained 5 positions. Alvacar was actually one of the last 2 cars. He gained 7 positions. The biggest downside right now for anybody on the track was MG, as he's 6 positions behind, but he got, obviously, in the first lap of the race, he had that unfortunate wreck that held him up for a little bit. But definitely, talking about the Epic Racer, he's definitely impressed me as well. This is really the first week that I've gotten to really watch him. He's been in a couple of races this season. Wasn't really around for any of those races when it came to who we were following, who we were watching. He was kind of on his own, but this is the first week that I've really got to enjoy his racing, and I gotta agree with you. He's very smooth. He's doing all the right things, and he's actually gained on out of car in this race. Proud. If he lost a lead early on with a couple mistakes, but he has gained on him a little bit now. He has lost a little bit as well ever since out of car came back out of pit, but definitely a guy that I'm looking forward to if he holds true going into Sunday night's race.
Yeah, and I'll be in that race, so I'll be looking forward to racing against him. Hopefully he's behind me, but we'll find that out tomorrow. I'm just watching Drago at the moment, and he seems to be catching up with O2 Medic. He seems another one who's finally found the sweet spot with the car, and he's pushing it a bit more. He doesn't need to push it any more than what he is, because he's got the 4th place, and they're the 4 that if the race finishes out, they'll be in tomorrow's race.
Well, and this is the thing about Drago. He doesn't really like settling, whether he's in or not. He's the type of guy that wants to gain every position possible. He's kind of impatient, so he pushes the issue. But you know, he's a very good guy, but he's a very aggressive racer. You know, you gotta have that.
He's coming up on the back of Medic. I think 2 or 3 laps he'll be right on the back of him. Maybe even going for a pass down the straight here. But it looks like Medic's just got the power down the straight, and Drago's got it through the corners.
We'll find out here what Drago holds us. He might gain on him right here, and he kind of gets it out a little bit wide, but it looks like he got it. Yeah, he rode right on that wall. He was right up against it. Got a very nice run off of it. That was
well nice. He took that really nice. And he's got the run on Medic now, but Medic's just got that little bit more power in that car.
And Medic, I believe, he's gotta have the different car. There's never a dull moment with O2 Medic
like twitches.
As he's driving in the ooh, he got a little loose there. Drago on the inside. Drago looking for the 3rd place pass, but can't do it as Medic gets it right back. So, woo, a little bit of action.
I think Drago might have had to give that position back, because he did use the grass to cut in there. So I think he would have had to pass that place back for that.
It kind of looked like he gave in a little bit and laid off. So I think he already had the idea, like, okay, I can't be doing that. And honestly,
there we go. But here's where we'll see the power. Here's where we'll see the power of that car Medic's got. Whether Drago's got enough to see he's just edging away from him. But I think you'll have him into this last corner coming up now.
And like we said, as long
as Medic doesn't block him.
This could make or break these 2 drivers' race right now. We know Medic isn't going to try to race really hard, so that makes me wonder, will Medic let him by? Because I know for a fact that Drago will not settle.
I don't think Medic would let him by, not purposely. I don't think you should be playing the game if you're going to let people by you. If you're involved in a battle for 3rd and 4th. No, this is about face.
The only reason why I say
the guys out there, it's about face.
Well, and the only reason why I say that is because Outlaw's the 5th place car. Outlaw has a lot, like, his gap is huge right now. Like, he's just now entering turn 1, so he's about 2,000 feet behind Medic right now. You know, 2,000 feet seems like it's a lot, but it really isn't, because if he was to hit the wall, one of these drivers hit the wall or something, you know, that could cost them that race. And that's the only reason why I would think that maybe they would do that. But I agree with you. They are actually, if you're paying attention, they're actually catching up to second and first.
I was just about to say the same thing, that as we're watching this, they're gaining on them in front too. So maybe this is what they're up to. Medic's Drago's using Medic to draft to pull him along.
And we're going to the final lap here. Proud out of car with the lead, but not too far behind him, Epic Racer, and not too far. Wait a minute here. Does Epic Racer have a problem? No, he's actually with Hades right now. Hades getting passed up. I gotta go on him real quick, because I think damage.
I'll stick with these 2 and let you know what's happening here.
Sounds good. And I'm gonna pull up his damage bar here to make sure that everything's okay. As I know he had something going on earlier. Oh, he did make a pit stop, so he has no damage, so that's good to see. He's just, I think he's really discouraged about the beginning of his race as medic.
I hope he moves out of the way and lets these two by, because he could cause an accident here. It should be a blue flag. FNG's probably telling how he's closing the door on him. Look, oh my god, he's took out medic, and now he's, oh dear.
But they both gained.
He should have backed off.
I think that's a really hard spot, though. I mean, I'm not on the track. I didn't race these cars this week, but I feel like that's kind of a hard area to back out, especially going through those turns. I think he was just trying to, like, not get in the way, but he got in the way anyways. As I'm going to go up to out of car real quick here. So, the second race of the season is a goodie, as he will be seeing himself Sunday night. As he wins the B main, LSEM Autocar will win in style here.
Medic's losing it through the last corner. Yep, yes.
And here goes the battle.
Drago's got him through the last corner.
And Drago definitely gets the third place spot over Medic. What a move there. Is he kind of was that was the most patient I've seen Drago in a long time. Proud.
That was a really good race. Hats off to the guys,
Outlaw coming out of the final turn now, as he will finish 5th. And funny story here, Lucas McNeese actually caught up to Outlaw, but will not have enough laps to get in there as Raptor.
Raptor's going in the pits.
Raptor just hit through it.
So, in the pits.
And MG,
whatever floats your boat.
And MG Love Hades, with the unfortunate circumstance on his debut, will finish in last, but he's got a lot to learn, a lot to gain from this. And by the end of the season, I would say expect big things, or at least bigger things than what we're seeing already out of him, as this is his first race of the season, and actually his real first race of Forza ever. So this is really his first Forza debut as well.
I've just seen O2 Medic, who was the guy we were watching towards the end there. He lost it through that last corner there, Medic. What was happening?
Make sure your audio's on there,
I
Medic.
didn't lose it. Oh, it is. No, me and Drago had a fair race, really fun race. I had a lot of fun. I knew that I had to get top 4, so I was just messing around, let Drago take the 3rd place position, because I felt like I was unfair. I bumped him quite a bit, and we just had a lot of fun racing that race, and it was all about the fun, guys. So it was good to watch. Good racing.
It really was good to watch between you two.
Oh yeah.
Last few laps.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it. It made it very exciting. It makes me excited for tomorrow, or whatever the.
That's what I was just about to ask. Are you looking forward to tomorrow? Sunday. They're all coming in.
I'm pulling all the drivers now.
I'll leave you to interview techniques.
Oh, you're good, Proud. You're good. You're doing everything right, my friend. Medic, and I would also like to say, that was a really, intriguing race to watch for, I think everybody. You really didn't start off too well, and we know you didn't have a practice run like everybody else did early in this race. But I gotta say, you gotta be happy. You were able to make the race. You're happy with the result. You had a lot of fun out there, but was there any point in the race, especially early on, where you were a little bit back there? Were you concerned at all that you weren't going to catch up to the field? Did you feel kind of loose, like a little rusty, or were you just kind of playing to make the move?
Well, yeah, I was a little nervous being in the back of the pack like that, and there's little bumps and bruises that happened during the beginning of that race that kind of threw me into the back of the pack. But yeah, I just tried to run consistent. I was running with the clutch this time, which is something I normally don't do, but with these vehicles, it seems to get better lap times out of. And it was kind of throwing this Chevy kind of loose, especially on that very sharp 2 right turns.
Double right.
Double right, yeah. It kind of likes to throw that El Camino pretty loose, especially when trying to dump the clutch. But I just try to stay consistent, try to be quick as clean as I can, and when I gain ground on vehicles, just try to pass them as clean as I could.
And you know, I'm very happy to see you made it tonight. I'm really excited to see what you can do in Sunday night's race. So congratulations to you, Medic, on a nice solid 4th place finish. Drago, you with me? And Drago, please make sure that your audio is on, so that way you come through our feed as well. Just make sure you go to the party and include your audio. But I gotta ask you, Drago, you had a very wild and interesting race as well as Medic. You were up, you were down, and then you battled it out with Medic for the last, I would say, what, proud 6, 7 laps, 8 laps of the race, I would say. So it was really exciting to watch you and Medic. I know Proud was enjoying every bit of it. You know, he had a lot of good things to say about you guys. You caught Medic on the last turn. You gotta say, you're in the A main. I know this has been a hard journey for you for the first 5 races. You found yourself behind so many times. You were edged out by other drivers, but you finally did it, Drago. You're finally advancing to the next round without having a dropout, and that's gotta feel good to you. Well, you gotta be happy. Go ahead.
You got into A main.
Also add that you weren't boosting me. You were doing it for Dale. that comment.
But anyways, Drago, like Proud said there, you gotta be happy. The main goal was to get in the A main for Sunday night's race. You have a whole day tomorrow to figure out what you need to get right. You know your teammate Sloth's already in, so you and Sloth will be teaming up together to try to do your best. But congratulations on advancing, and you know we're excited to see you come Sunday. The Epic Racer up next. Before we talk to the man of the hour, make sure that your audio is included there, Racer. But congratulations, one heck of a. You started a little bit like, but you know it's just luck of the draw in most cases, especially in these lower mains. But you know you ran a very consistent race, Epic Racer, and I know Proud was very impressed. I was very impressed as well. You know we haven't got to see a whole lot of you this year so far, but you know we saw you in week 1. I believe we saw you in week 2. I believe we saw you in week 2. I'm not positive, but you know you're back. You missed a couple of weeks, so it's got to feel good to be back in the car, and you got to be really happy with the result as you are going to
Yes, I am.
represent United Racing Sunday night.
Yeah, it was a pretty pressurized race. I was in the lead for the first bit of the race, but I got the pressure from the race winner and made a mistake, and then and then towards the end, Drago and Medic were gaining on me, but I just managed to finish the race second, so I'm very pleased.
Oh, and that was very interesting. I mean, we didn't point that out, that Medic and Drago were actually catching up to the race leaders. If there was another maybe 10 laps in that race, who knows how that race could have ended up between the first 2-3 spots. But, you know, Racer, you ran so well. You looked so... You know, you looked so confident in the car. It felt like just everything felt right for you, and you were leading, like you said. You led a good portion of the race. I actually saw you lose that spot coming onto the straightaway. You got a little bit wide. You got a little bit shaky there, where it gave him the passing lane. But overall, you got to be thrilled once again. And I think Sunday you're going to shock a lot of people.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you and for Team United Racing, and can't wait to see you. I know it's late for you, so you probably like to get to bed so you can get some sleep.
Well done, mate.
So good job, buddy.
Thank you very much. Privilege.
And ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, LSEM out of car, starting from the back of the pack. action going on throughout the race, but make sure that your audio is on there out of car. But I gotta say, out of car, it's gotta feel good. This is your second race week of the season. You weren't featured in the first 2 weeks, week 3 and now week 5. You've been here and you have advanced to both A mains, and that's gotta feel good there for Team LSCM, as you are the only driver this week representing Team LSCM. So take us through your race. How did it feel out there, and what are you looking forward to coming Sunday night?
Well, the race kind of started off, you know, we had heard the phrase said many times during the practice sessions, and then once again at the beginning of the actual race tonight. But you're not going to win it on the first lap. And I think part of it is my experience with Sebring, and you know, just keeping that phrase in the back of my head, because I've done what was it, American Iron, and granted they were A class, but I've already had a race where I've raced muscle cars on Sebring before, and then on top of that I've run the 12 hours of Sebring, and then it's just this is one of the tracks that I tune on a regular basis, so I've ran thousands of laps. So keeping that in mind, I figured if I just hang out and be patient, then somebody's going to mess up and I'll be able to slowly kind of move up. And I just had to keep myself out of harm's way, and that was really my main objective, and it really paid off.
I'd like to say, I called you as the race winner as we were chatting in commentary. I called you as the race winner. So well done.
And definitely, I picked Drago. So Drago, if it's any consolation, I know you were still with us. I actually picked you to win this race. So our picks weren't too far off. But you know what, out of car, this, like I said, this is your second week, and I forgot to mention, this is one of your best top 2 tracks. I know you like Laguna Seca the best, but Sebring's kind of your home. And when it comes to the Forza community, it's a track that you love to tune on and race on, so it's kind of a benefit for you to be here. I know the classification and the division of car isn't your normal choice, but it's got to make it easier when you're constantly racing on a track that you're used to racing on, and then bringing it into a class that maybe not the car you like, but you're racing at that track.
Yeah, the thing I like about this particular division, though, it actually kind of goes along with my experience. Like I said, I did the American Iron Series, and even though that was an A class, the cars really kind of handle the same even in C class. It's just that at A class, you're going 160 miles an hour when you hit the final turn, instead of whatever we were doing tonight. You're not quite going as fast, but the feel of the car overall is the same. And back in that series, I was driving the 69 Mustang, and it almost felt like I was driving the same car. So I think that's what really kind of paid off for me tonight.
And it definitely did. And congratulations on the win. What are you looking forward to Sunday night?
Well, I'm hoping that we can have another race like we had tonight with no safety cars. Race, because when you start having wrecks in safety cars, that's what starts to throw you off. And this is one of those tracks that you cannot afford to be thrown off, even for one turn, because one messed up turn turns into a messed up sector, and you can gain a lot of time on somebody through a whole sector if they're constantly messing up. So it's extra important to be consistent on this track, and also to be patient and not try to force a pass. So if we can have a lot of that tomorrow night, then I think it'll be a great race. I'm not expecting to place very high, but you never know,
You never know, and that's the thing. Well, congratulations. Proud. We go back to the race, and he, Aldacar said it. We didn't have a caution throughout this race, and that was that impressed me as much. I honestly thought we'd have a couple cautions throughout this race. I know a couple of drivers had their own issues. Raptor had issues. MG with the unfortunate start to his race, going 5 laps down. Outlaw hitting the wall here, but it didn't seem like it affected his car a whole lot. As Outlaw's the first car out, so Outlaw's on call for Sunday's race if somebody's to drop out first. But Proud, that's what we love to see is a clean race, a nice flowing race, and that's what we hope to see this Sunday night.
Well, I'm hoping personally it's a clean race tomorrow. But yeah, well done guys. That was a really good race. There was some good team battles going on. It was really interesting to watch.
And Outlaw, I don't know if you hear me right now. I know you're in the party. You are the first car out, so that means you're the first car to be called upon if there is any dropouts. So just keep in touch and whatnot as you will. We're going to talk about your race a little bit. It isn't the race you wanted, but you got to be happy at least finishing 5th. Well, congratulations on your 5th place finish, and you'll stay tuned with us. But as we wrap it up here, Proud, you got anything to say? Or are we good to go here?
Apart from well done, everyone. No.
All right. Well, from the drivers, from the broadcast booth, I'd like to say thank you to SSR FNG as he was our pace car tonight. I'd like to thank all the drivers that have made this race. They all made the race, all the drivers that have qualified this week. I'd like to thank you, Proud, for being up here with me to help commentate this race. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yep, I did. Thanks for the opportunity.
And I'm glad to have you. Maybe we'll see you in the future up here. But I know you like to be in the race, and you got to look forward to that Sunday night. So I wish you the best of luck there. And to everybody that was watching here tonight, thank you. It was a very nice, fun night, and we're really looking forward to Sunday's race. So 9 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Eastern Time. You'll be seeing 16 guys go at it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and they expect some good, clean racing. So thank you all, and have a great night. This is week 5 of the LSEM Cup.
Good night.
Good night.